Wednesday, May 13th. Start out with the minutes from the previous meeting.
I read the minutes. I make a motion to approve as read.
I'll second.
We got a motion, a second. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Everybody a chance to look over the claims?
You want to go over the executive meeting?
Yes, please.
Yeah, we got the executive, yeah.
Make a motion to pass it as read, written.
Okay.
Wasn't much on it.
Somebody second it?
I'll
Got a
second it.
second. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Everybody a chance to look over the claims?
Move to approve.
I'll second it.
Got a motion to approve in a second. Any other discussion on the claims? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Old business, got Fletcher House.
You know, I haven't been by that place in so long, and I used to quite a bit. I don't know what's going on with that.
Well, I had a realtor call the other day asking what is going on because she thought it was ready to be demolished. So
I
she's
drove-
wanting status on it. So
Probably need to check with Randy, see kind of where we are officially on that, because we red tagged it, but then I think the paneling's off all the doors. There's a door with a lock on it now.
Yeah, the front door's got a lock on it. Somebody's mowing it. There are a couple of the fence panels in the back. It had a privacy fence in the back, and a couple of the fence panels were laying down in the yard. But it has been mowed a couple of times last year. So.
the realtor was from Heart to Home, I think, or Home to Heart, Heart to Home.
Yeah.
And she was just asking because she was informed it was supposed to be demolished.
Oh.
Well, according to the June 26th meeting, condemnation was supposed to be started.
We haven't heard anything from that company that owns it, have we?
I haven't.
Any
I
mail?
just heard from the realtor.
Well, we don't owe the realtor anything. We probably ought to try to get a hold of that owner of that property, see if they're going to do. And then we need to get a hold of Randy. I'll give Randy a call and see what we can do.
I don't think Mark even sent any letters, did they? Anybody?
From
I
what I know, no.
Check with Mark too. Wonder why he's not on.
I would have thought he would have been. I made sure he knew.
Hey, Brad.
Yeah.
Can you give Mark a call and see if he's having trouble getting hooked up?
Will do. He hasn't even chimed in.
Yeah, because he was on the last meeting.
Any other old business? Okay, I got a list here on new business. I'll hold off on one part of it. I think Brad's got it. I got Scott here about the ball diamond. You want to use the ball diamond or clean it up, Scott?
Well, I just want permission to go and do the work we need to do out there. Get it ready for it. If we ever get back to normal.
Yeah.
I've got no problem.
Everybody all right with
Me
that?
I'm fine with it.
Okay.
I like to clean up our building and all that good stuff. Do some spring cleaning.
Okay.
I'd say get out there and do it.
All right, thank you.
Sounds good. Scott's
Gives you stuff to
Scott's also got a thing I think Don had brought up where he's passing out food. for these kids.
Oh, Scott,
And we
yeah.
might need to help him a little bit financially. 'Cause that's pretty good expense.
As of an hour ago, we passed out over 7,430 servings in the last 7 weeks.
Amazing.
Wow. That's great, Scott. Thank you. That's fabulous.
The first day we did it, I made about 55 bags, and within 10 minutes that was gone. So we were scrambling to make another 100. And now we got smart. We do it a day ahead of time, and we're making 220 at a time. So 5 days worth of snacks in there. We got the healthy snack that we get from the Alliance, and then we got some unhealthy snacks, fun, good stuff that we're getting from the love and the hearts of the community. So, and somebody asked me again today, a family said, how are you going to do this? We're going to do this until there's no need for it. And as long as we can get some help, and we will do it.
The community's really helped out a lot with that.
We have, we've been receiving food through our Amazon wish list from people from Dallas, Texas, Oklahoma, Colorado, and then a few from here in Indiana as well too. But people are sharing it, and people are just helping. And this week has been kind of skimpy, but you know, keep praying and we'll keep doing it.
So what would help you out, Scott?
Anything, you know, the food that you can get from our Amazon, or any kind of funds you can put toward buying it, so I can stockpile and not live week to week. If I can get enough food to cover us for 2 or 3 weeks, I won't be stressed out, and I will have more hair. So
Scott, what's your buying capacity? I mean, X dollars get you how much food?
well, right now we're going. I figured it out a couple of weeks ago. We're going through almost $1,200 worth of food a week.
$1,200 a week.
Yes, that's the combination of the stuff we get from the Alliance. So the out-of-pocket money we're getting from Amazon is about $750 to $800
From Amazon.
Yes, that's where we're getting the food, because you can't go to Sam's Club and buy in bulk anymore because there's a restriction.
Because of the restrictions.
Yes, so I'm getting our food, and you got to watch what we do, because some people are raising the prices up 150%. So there's a few people I'm buying from Amazon that's keeping their rates pretty reasonable for us.
Anybody got ideas what you want to do here?
For as long as this is going on, I mean, I think, Don, do we have some funds that we can put towards that easily?
You can use receipt on money, yes.
What have we? I mean, this is for the kids of our own area here. What about $2,000 to help him out for a couple weeks? What do you guys think? Crickets.
What'd you say, Larry?
I said, what if we came up with about $2,000 to help these kids out for the? I don't know what it's going to take.
I say we start with that. I say we start that way. If he needs some more later on, maybe we can help him out later, too.
Thoughts?
You make that in a motion, Larry.
I'll Christy, what do you think?
If we have the funds, I'm all in. I mean, we are feeding the
Our own
children
people.
So yes.
Okay, I'll make a motion. We start out with $2,000 for the Boys and Girls Club for feeding the kids, and if we need more, we'll try to help out later.
I'll second that.
Second.
Got a motion, a second. Any other discussion?
I got
Amazing.
a message here. I got a message here from Linda Sanders. She says she's willing to donate $500.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you, Linda.
Yep. So will that get you going for just a short time, Scott?
That will keep us going. I can buy in bulk, and I want to stress out so much, and we can guarantee these kids won't miss a beat. And guys, that's amazing, guys. Thank you so much.
Well, I got a motion,
for
a
all you
second. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Okay. You got anything else, Scott? Or
Well, I think Jason Red might have something else. But
okay.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
I know the Boys and Girls Club really count on their summer program, their summer camp. And with the school being closed by the governor till the end of June, that's a really good fundraiser for the Boys and Girls Club. So I kind of brainstormed a little bit, tried to come up with an idea where he can make his revenue and make parents and the kids happy. Probably have to cut the numbers down a little bit, but I didn't know what the opportunity would be for the town to let the Boys and Girls Club use Dodds Hall, the third, maybe the first floor in the basement towards the end of June. And I think with the governor's regulations, by that time, 250 people, no more than that, which ain't going to be close.
Yeah.
So what would the opportunity be for the Boys and Girls Club to use Dodds Hall for their summer camp?
Yeah, the only problem I have is you've got that, what is it, gymnastics in the basement, and then we got a church that rent the basement.
Well, we also need to remember, we told Morristown Matters they could not use it because it wasn't handicap accessible. We told them that earlier this year, so I don't know if that, I mean, we probably kind of have to, what we do for one, we may have to do for all. I don't know that we can go back on that, because we talked about it wasn't handicap accessible and the back staircase was blocked, so it was a escape hazard as well if there was an emergency. So I'm not against it, but we did deny Morristown Matters the use of it for events.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Dave, this is Mark. I had a call in. We talked about some of this afternoon. And I got a call in to Brady Claxton, but he never got back to me to see what coverage we have on that. So you might have to delay any kind of thing until we find that out.
Okay.
Well, that's understandable on both comments. I do appreciate you guys listening and taking the time to listen to me. I'll continue to brainstorm.
How many kids you have at summer camp, Scott?
Well, we had 45 signed up, and then with all this stuff going on, I'm down a little bit. We've offered them they could go to Chubbyville's club, but I've had 5 said they only trust us with their kids, and I think a lot of parents would not send their kids to any kind of camp this summer just be on the safe side. But there's parents that's being forced to work. They have no other solution.
Right.
So we just wanted to come up with something. It's not about right now. Even if we keep it at 20 kids, we will, with the labor and all the food being included in it, we'll probably break even. But it's about doing what's right for kids and all that good stuff. I offer to send to drive kids to Chubbyville, but I can't physically stay there 12 hours myself. But parents said that they'd rather just. One of the parents is staying. Is going to have to decide either quit her job and stay home with the kids, or find somebody that she trusts. So, that's where we are in this day and age right now. It's craziness.
Scott, what does it consist of? Like when you say camp.
Well, normally in a real life situation, back 3 months ago, it consists of. We do arts and crafts with the kids. We take them on field trips. We went to the Rushville pool every week. That's out because they're closed for the year. So this year will be a little bit different. This year just going to be the importance of just having a safe place for them to go. And, even if we're at school or we're somewhere else, they will be mostly kept inside because places won't be open for field trip things. So this year, instead of the fun part of it, we're focusing on the importance part of providing a safe place for kids to go when parents are working.
Would there be I'm just asking this, Is there any kind of opportunity to use your former place there at the Christian church?
I thought about that. I haven't asked yet. That's something to do. We could approach.
That'd be a good place, and I'll ask with you if you want me to.
Okay. And we want to be, since the governor said we can't do any kind of do any kind of camp until the 14th. It'll be the 15th of June. And hopefully our schools open, our clubs back open at the end of June. So we'll only have like 2 weeks that we would need to be housed somewhere.
Okay. Well, we'll start checking.
All right.
Too bad there's not a big event barn we could, bum something, like it just came to my mind, like Roan Farm. That's really close, but you got liability and all kinds of other issues.
Absolutely. Yeah. I thought about a big giant event tent, but it, somewhere too. But we don't want to fight. We don't want to fight Mother Nature somewhere either.
Yeah.
But one good thing about this, if there's anything good to come out of this, is that our carnival was supposed to be this weekend, and they're calling for storms all 3 days.
Right.
So there's a plus side. We didn't lose any money or waste any money on that event. So hopefully in July we're still planning on going forward. We won't have a carnival rides, but we will have music and food and all that good stuff. And I think by that time, if we're still moving to stage 5, people will be wanting to get out and have to come to our town and have fun. But it's hard to plan for anything when you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You all know that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Scott, I got a question for you. Linda Sanders wants to know who to make the check out to.
Go ahead and make it up to Morristown Boys and Girls Club.
Morristown Boys and Girls Club. Okay.
Yes.
Very good.
That's so awesome.
Hey, Scott.
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
Hey, before I leave, Scott, go ahead and put me down for another 200.
You guys rock. Oh my gosh. Make me cry and freaking Zoom. I think I ever cried on Zoom before. I know you guys got the money, and you guys give us the money.
Hey, Scott, go ahead and
sir.
put me in there for 100 too.
Oh my gosh. You guys, the first day we did this, I called the Department of Education. That's where we get our healthy food from. And I was crying on the phone because I didn't realize how much I needed this be. And you guys need to come out one day and watch. They're not bringing kids. I'm dressing like a crazy. I'm dressing like wearing costumes, and they're not bringing kids. 90% of the people are just coming out. Adults are coming out to see what crazy things I'm dressing as. But I'm hearing stories of this guy. This is it. This is what we're eating off the school lunch, and we're eating off your snack for a week because thank you guys. I needed this to do. I need to stay focused on something, but you can't believe how big of a deal this is to the community.
It's all about the kids.
It's all about the kids, man.
It is, absolutely.
We really appreciate you, Scott, for being
You're
the one that guides this ship. From where it was before to where it is now, you've made the biggest difference of it I've seen since I've been in town. I know you surround yourself with good people, and even from our end, we're happy you're there, and we really appreciate all your efforts.
Well, we couldn't do it without you guys, and I really appreciate it. So I can go wipe my eyes off and cry a little bit harder. Thank you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this meeting.
I'll just tell you.
On the town, man. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. God bless you all.
Thank you, Scott.
Thanks, Scott. Brad? You back, Brad?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you got something on here about racing?
Yes, the scouts are supposed to pick up Derby cars this weekend, but they've delayed that due to we don't know what we're doing yet. As far as the town goes and Derby days, I spoke with the Lions Club. The Lions Club is also on hold. They've reserved their tent. The last date they can refuse the tent is February, so they're way past that. But the Lions Club has lost several vendors, including they were going to have some food trucks come in this year. They're not coming. Vendors underneath the tent are not coming. So they're kind of in the same boat. Plus, with the movement of Scott's event, you're going to have a 2-week delay between the two of them, between Scott's event and Derby Days. So pretty much the question is right now, are we having Derby Days? Are we planning on it? And then if not, they have an idea of maybe an alternative event in September if we decide to cancel Derby Days. But I figure we're far enough out now, it's probably a good time to start discussing it because we're going to start running out of time. Just for instance, too, all scouting events have been canceled. We're not allowed to have summer camp. We're not allowed to meet in person. All that's been canceled for the summer already. And the new scouting year doesn't start until August. So as it stands right now, the scouting year is over. I do not know as far as the insurance for the race, if they'll consider that a scouting event and we wouldn't be able to have it anyway, or if we would consider it a private event. I haven't got that question answered yet.
So what do we want to do here?
Elaine, are you on Chamber?
Yes.
Have you heard anything?
No.
My sister hasn't said anything to me.
No, I've not heard anything yet, but me not hearing anything makes me think that we are still somewhat kind of planning forward.
I don't know how you can. I mean, you're this far down the road.
I mean, that's it. I mean, it's unfortunately, if we have it, it's going to be a last minute thing. I mean, we're trying to plan the pog run too, and it's getting to the point where we're running down to time. And the only good thing about this is that this is at the end of July, and everything basically opens back up the 1st of July or July 4th. So, I mean, it's kind of, what do you do?
I mean, beer and food's pretty much immediate for, for the adult thing. Entertainment might be harder to round up. But then if you have the adult, you want to have the kids, I would think.
If the Lions Club is so many vendors back out, can they scramble and get somebody to take their places to where it makes it worthwhile? You know what I mean?
Right.
If they've had vendors cancel, are they going to be able to fill those places? I mean,
that's the problem they had last year. They waited too long and they didn't get any vendors.
Okay, so do we try to move forward and think that it's going to be fine? Or do we just kind of say, basically throw your hands in the air? I mean,
but it takes people.
We haven't heard anything from Morristown.
Scouts. Brad, that's
one of the girls, Danielle, sent me a text today from Morristown Matters, wanted to know what was going to happen.
I mean, if you don't have the scouts racing, you don't have the parade.
Well, there's no Derby Days if you don't have that.
Yeah.
And then if you switch it to September, you've got kids in school and activities and sport and band, and you might not have all of them participating because of their activities for school.
Morristown Matters asked me about a month ago what I thought about Derby Days, and I said, as far as I know, no, but that was a month ago. Things have changed. So I said it hadn't been an official decision yet.
I guess, Brad, what's your gut feeling about scouts? Do you think they'll let you do it or not?
Your audio is terrible, Tammy.
Say, Brad. Is it?
Can't understand a word.
Sounds like you're trying to tune a guitar.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. I had to unmute to say that.
Well,
Tammy,
honestly, is that better? Is that any better?
you might want to go to the cellular.
I think it's just room echoes. I'm glad we're mobile. Is that better?
Yeah. Sort of.
Is that better?
Yes.
My room echoes. I was trying to ask Brad what his gut feeling is about scouts. Do you think they'll let you do it or not?
As of right now, they've told us no scout activities, but I don't know who's even trying. We're not even having meetings. Everything we're doing is on Zoom. As far as district level, we're not doing anything at the pack or the troop level right now. They told us summer camps were canceled as of a week ago. So they waited longer than I thought they were going to on that. So I haven't heard.
And then if we have an event that goes on in September, how goes the permitting to close 52 if we try to do that again?
That's something you have to ask Henry. And unfortunately, Henry's in the hospital.
What happened to him?
He had some heart issues.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, bottom line is Derby Day takes people, and if we think we're going to be short of people, we're just going to have to ask a lot of people if they're going to do their thing. I mean, if the Lions Club's not going to do anything, that's one end of town. It's not going to be much there. I mean, probably needs to be like a Derby Day committee meeting to see if anyone has any interest.
I do know the county fair's been canceled. My understanding,
Right.
Hancock County Fair's been canceled. I don't know about Rush County. I haven't heard about theirs. So yeah, I don't know about other county events going on. Other than I know Waldron also canceled their fireworks.
I
Now,
think
those are
mostly,
all the beginning of July, though. We're talking the end of July. So,
Well,
yeah, but I mean, we're
there's
only
been talks of
talking, we're still just 30 days out, guys. I'm having people tells me that they're even looking at school starting on time.
I'm getting a mixed bag of readings on what I read. They may open this stuff up, but we're going to have a lot more sickness coming through.
And they can't close it back down too, they're saying.
If
They
we
can or
don't,
can't.
if we don't have it this year, will we be able to get the permits to close 52 down next year?
Yeah.
well, that's another Henry question
Right.
Mhm.
because he takes care of it. So,
I've heard we kind of get grandfathered into that, and if we skipped it a year, we may not get it back.
Yeah, but this
The
is
state
Go
guys
ahead,
I've
you
talked
can go
to,
ahead and get the
Don,
permit and not use it.
the
well,
state
that's
guys
true.
I've
That's a
talked
good
to,
idea.
that's not true, they tell me.
Oh,
You guys
okay.
Yeah.
canceled a year, you could cancel it. They really didn't, but
Yeah,
I would say when Henry
Oh,
is well enough, he maybe ought to call and find out what the circumstances are going to be if we don't have it this year, if we'll be able to close it next year.
well, don't forget next year they start construction on the streets.
That's true, which is not going to be another good thing.
It's going to be another bad issue. I mean,
Yeah, and speaking of that, they've patched 52 several times, so I don't even know if we can have the race on 52 itself this year because of the patchwork that's been done in front of the Bluebird and down that hill.
down that hill.
I don't know how much that'll affect the cars. Don't know unless we move it to North Street.
my understanding, the yearly thing, that's been kind of a wives' tale that it doesn't matter. It's up to the state to approve that permit every year, just like
Okay.
Riley Days.
right.
So
Okay.
essentially, I mean, they could just tell us no.
Okay.
There's no grandfather clause that would oversee the state saying yes or no.
Right.
I
But
guess
it's
that.
not
You people all have a lot of
tough,
questions. Why don't you
Brad. I mean,
hold off
they
making a decision
close
to the final
streets
meeting
every
this month?
town.
You say it again, Don?
I said, there seems like there's an awful lot of unknowns. Why don't each one of you do or check around and then make a decision the last council meeting of this month?
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
idea.
You know, I mean, I don't think there's anybody on this board that's against having derby days if we can put it together. But we know, just like Dave's saying, it takes people. You know, are the people interested in doing it?
I think people are afraid to commit to anything right now because we don't know what's coming.
Right.
So, skeptic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well,
Let's check it
just
out.
talk to, just if everybody can talk to people that normally is involved with it, then we'll have some kind of idea. So, you up, Dawn?
I don't have.
Which
any.
one?
The clerk treasurer.
Okay.
What'd you say, Don?
I said, I don't have anything right now.
Okay. Mark?
We had a TIF meeting today, tonight at 6 o'clock. Don informed us that we're going to get, we think, our money in June. And Bunge's money that was delayed because they paid it late. That's going to come in June also, correct, Don?
That's correct. Did you get my last email that I sent out? The one thing that we don't know for sure is that the governor allowed everybody to not pay their property tax until July with no penalty. Well, the spring settlement is done in June. So how much money we will actually get in June, we don't know that. I just went online after the redevelopment commission meeting and looked at a couple of the industries in the industrial park to see if they had paid their spring taxes yet. And there's nothing been posted. The issue that I can't really speak to is I paid my property tax 2 weeks ago and it still has not been posted. So I'm sure they're behind down there at the treasurer's office, but it'll be interesting to see just how much money we get in June.
Yeah.
And they'll only have one settlement. The next settlement will not come until the fall, unless here again, I guess they could change it and provide for another settlement that we don't know about, but nothing's been discussed concerning that issue that I know of.
So anyway, most of the industrial pay their taxes on time. Bunge was only 1 day late. So, I mean, I would think that we should be getting money to carry us through and pay our bonds, things of that nature. Other than that, there wasn't really anything else discussed that I remember important at the TIF meeting. And that's basically all I have.
Okay, Mark. Well, Henry's not here. Brad, you got anything for the police?
Nothing for the police. I can go over some information I got as far as our meetings if you want.
What was that?
I've been doing some research. I took some training with Zoom the other day, and what they're recommending is, as far as to meet the requirement for the meetings to be public, is using YouTube live stream. I wasn't able to get it set up for this meeting, so this one is not being live streamed, but they are recommending to use that as the easiest platform. That way we have a platform that anybody can access via the internet, and we can post our meetings there, including the ones we've already recorded. So we just, make a page and then we upload those videos there, and then they're there for the public to view, and that pretty much gives us our requirement for public access. And then if we decide in the future to do this or have additional meetings, and we can upload those and live stream those meetings there also. You can also use YouTube for live comments, questions, and things like that also. And it's double authentication, so it's going to be hard for somebody to get into. We would leave the videos public so they can view them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Okay. What we got on water, wastewater, Don?
Nothing really else. I was just going to discuss the Willie property, but I just had one real quick question. Is the park staying closed right now except for Scott getting in and out of there? Are we keeping it closed, or what's the story on that?
What's
It doesn't matter to me. I don't know what you
until the
guys want.
24th.
I'm
Say
sorry.
again?
I think it's supposed to be closed according to the
Governor.
speeches till the 24th.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a couple parks in not Hancock and Marion that are open.
I think Greenfield's open too. That's why I asked.
But I think you guys can change that. I mean, you don't have to follow it. You can change it yourselves.
Like I say, it doesn't matter to me. I
I say
take barricades down or leave them up or what.
let's get people back out there.
I don't have a problem with the walking path. I'm still a little leery on the playground, but you open the park and you're not going to keep people off of it.
No, no.
I think parents should be educated enough now to know the risks. And if they choose to use it, I don't know that there's much we can do. I'd love to see the walking path open. So.
I'm all right with opening it up.
I make a motion, then we open up the park.
Yes.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
I'll take the barricades down in the morning.
Hey,
Thank you.
Brad.
Thank you.
Brad, you might have to help those cameras to get them hooked up since Henry's got gonna be down for a day or two.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll get out there and see what we have into it. I'm not sure exactly where we're at with it.
Okay.
From what I understand, Brad, it's just a matter of whatever needs to go on the concession stand. Because the cameras are hooked up.
I believe there were some additional receivers that needed put in the shelters, but I didn't know if those were in yet.
You were breaking up. I didn't hear you, buddy.
There's supposed to be some receivers that have to go on the shelters to receive the cameras that they were needed to be added.
Yeah, I think that's where we're at with it. I think that's what we need to do next. But I can't swear to it.
Okay.
Well, one thing you want to be aware of now that you've opened the park, remember you've got people working back there on the Willie property, trucks coming in and out. So that these people need to be aware of some safety issues there, and to make sure that there's nobody goes back there on that Willie property.
Can we?
They've got trailers pulled across. I mean, some big trailers pulled across entryways back there right now. When you got to crawl over stuff to get back in there.
Can we put some kind of I don't know, some of the orange construction fencing or something along the South Drive so that there's an obstacle to get from the park onto that drive, and maybe leave barricades at the end of that drive so that I know the trucks have to move those barricades to get in and out, but at least it would deter people from coming in that South Drive.
I could rope that off tomorrow. Yeah.
Somehow
like we rope off the parking for 4th of July.
Yeah.
I can run that along that South Drive.
That way that will help create a barrier maybe.
Okay. I can do that.
Okay. Good. The Planning Commission
Only thing I had
Almost
come up here in the last couple days, it's not really a big deal. Jordan Caldwell got a hold of me, and he's working on something on that building back here on Wood Street. He's just pretty much doing what he's been doing, but I had to sign some paperwork to say it was all right. But it was nothing out of the purview of what's allowed for that building. It's a building that was used for recycling, and basically he's going to take recycled goods and haul away everything. He's got a tank that he took me out to 200 outside of town here, and he takes this product that he gets and windrows it with hay and moves it along and makes his own mulch, basically a fertilizer, and it applies that on his properties. It's controlled by IDEM, like everything else is out there at the park. It's more of what he's been doing already there. That's the only new thing I can tell you.
Sounds good.
Yeah. It's a neat little system, really. It's just a huge, making mulch, basically, fertilizer.
Somebody else pay taxes.
That's right.
Anything else?
For you people, the property over on Broadway that Van Dyne owned for all the old cars and stuff, Don Runyon has purchased that property, is in the process of cleaning it up.
He's got a lot of cars hauled off there already, too.
Looks nice.
Yeah, it looks a lot better.
That's going to be a boon.
Hey, Dave,
Yeah.
is there anything that we can do about 500 East? Since the county has paved 600 East from Industrial Drive to 1100 North,
I'll call Chris in the morning, Ralph.
there's a lot more semis on 500 than there is on 600.
Yep.
They've been talking about that for 2 years now.
I'll call him.
They
in the
did
morning.
600, so.
You know what the leverage is. They're going to want us to take ownership. That's going to be Chris.
That's their road, though.
I understand.
Anything else?
I did get a text from Jason Red. He wanted us to know that they are meeting with the Blue River Trails Committee, and they're gonna, once they can meet, they're gonna have a meeting about speaking with us on utilities, but they have to wait until they can meet again.
Okay. Anybody got anything else?
Nope.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Got a motion second. Any other discussion? All in favor?
All
All
right.
right.
Y'all have
Have
a
a
good
good week.
All righty.
Night, guys.
Be safe.
All right.